pertaining to another tribe. Talk about a Mashiach Yahushua, of which no man gave attendance at the altar. For it is evidence of fact that our power, Mashiach Yahushua, sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. And it is yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek, there arises another priest, who was made not after the law of a carnal commandment, because the priest had to sacrifice the animal, go to the bull, and throw the blood on the altar and on the tabernacle, on the cherubims, on the people. That's carnal. You see it happen. No. This is spiritual. So that's why it says, who was made not after the law of a carnal commandment, but after the power of an endless life. The power of an endless life. Died, rose on the third day, walked here for 40 days, and ascended to the right hand side of the Most High, living until the Most High make all his enemies his footstool. Verse 17, for he testified, thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. When Abraham gave Melchizedek tithes. For there is verily a disannulling of the commandment going before for the weakness and unprofitableness. Because we be ready to sacrifice animals knowing that we're going to do this wickedness. And have the animal that we're going to sacrifice for the atonement of our sins. That's why I say bulls and goats didn't take away no sins. Most High wants you to be obedient. That's why he says, for the law, this is a sacrificial law. Made nothing perfect. See? It made nothing perfect. The sacrificial law. But the bringing in of a better hope did. Having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua did. As it is today. By the which we draw near, nigh unto the Most High. We say, no man come to the Father but by him. It's beautiful. Look at Hebrews 13 and 8. Mashiach Yahushua, the same yesterday. Mashiach Yahushua the same yesterday and today, this day, and forever. And forever. That's why he say, be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines. Don't be carried about with different and strange doctrines. What is a good thing, that the heart which is the mind, your mind, be established with grace. Not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein. We have an altar, whereof they have no right to eat, which serve the tabernacle. For the bodies of those beasts, whose blood is brought into the sanctuary by the high priest for sin, are burned without the camp. Hear that? For the bodies of those beasts, whose blood is brought into the sanctuary by the high priest for sin, are burned without the camp. Wherefore Mashiach Yahushua also, hear this, Mashiach Yahushua also, that he might sanctify the people with his own blood, suffered without decay. Didn't he? Didn't they take him to Calvary? Outside the city? He suffered without decay. Let us go forth therefore to him without the camp, bearing his reproach, his disgrace, that took away the sins of all the 12 tribes of Israel. We have faith in it, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come, and that's New Jerusalem. It's desolate now, the city of David. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to the Most High continually. That is, the fruit of our lips, giving thanks by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua to the glory of the Most High. Give praise to the Most High. See, because when you understand, go to Isaiah, 53rd chapter. And understand what he went through for us. Isaiah 53:3. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. Remember, he told you they put their hands on their ears and didn't want to hear what he had to say. Here it says, they hid their faces from him. Ah, here he comes. Didn't want to hear the truth. He is the truth, bringing the truth of the Most High. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Ain't esteem on my shit, Yahushua. It's a whole another aspect of looking at what he went through that's not being taught. This big black man, so-called black man, blue black, y'all know what that is. Real dark-skinned man. Say like his feet like as if fine brasses would burn in the furnace, Revelation 1:15. Verse 4, surely he hath borne and carried our griefs, carried all our griefs, Israel, and carried our sorrows, that we esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, just like the priest went in there once a year and sacrificed the animals, the kid of the goat, for our sins. But he was wounded for our transgressions, for our sins. He was wounded. He was bruised for our iniquities, for our wickedness. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way. I'll do it my way. Then when the Most High started afflicting you, started bringing about certain calamities in your life, then what can you say? He's showing you, I mean, it's such a high calling to be called into this truth, to know his word, to be able to go into this word for all solutions, for everything that we're dealing with. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way. Not, I'm not sure if I say, I'm the way. He said, learn of me. So you ain't learning of him, you're doing your own thing. That's what it says. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way. And the Most High have laid on him the iniquity of us all. The Most High laid upon him, Mashiach Yahushua, the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed. Hear that? He was oppressed. You know that? Mashiach Yahushua was oppressed. And he was afflicted. Yet he opened not his mouth. He said nothing. He knew what his mission was. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter. He's the Lamb of the Most High. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter. And as a sheep before her shears is dumb, so he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? We are. Yes, I am, through the Spirit of the Most High. He was cut off out of the land of the living. Why? Why was he cut out of the land of the living? For the transgression of my people was he stricken. Now you can't get no clearer than that. He said, for the transgression of Most High's people was he stricken? Who's the Most High's people? Because everybody trying to involve this Bible meaning everyone. No, the Bible answers itself. Exodus 3:10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people. Who are they? The children of Israel out of Egypt. There it is. Going back to Isaiah 53:8. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. He was cut out of the land of the living. Scripture is powerful. Get right to it. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 4, and we're going to look at verse 13. Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 13. He, talking about Mashiach Shai, being made perfect in a short time. And we only live to be 33 years old. He, Mashiach Shai, being made perfect in a short time, fulfilled a long time. But we still talk about it now. For his soul pleased the Most High. Right? So go back to Isaiah 53:10. Yet it pleased the Most High to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. And thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin. That's his body. An offering for sin. He shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the presence of the Most High shall prosper in his hand. Going back to Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 13. He, being made perfect in a short time, 33 years, fulfilled a long time. For his soul pleased the Most High, therefore, just a moment.